Okay, you have absolutely seen it everywhere. It's all over your social media feeds, plastered across wellness blogs, and honestly, there's a good chance you have a bottle sitting right there in your kitchen pantry right now. Millions of people are sipping it, taking it as a daily shot, or even rubbing it directly onto their skin. But we have to ask the big question. Is apple cider vinegar really the miracle cure the internet makes it out to be?
Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're cutting straight through all that viral noise to look directly at the clinical reality of this incredibly famous folk remedy. We are peeling back the label on apple cider vinegar to see exactly what the science has to say about it. Here is our roadmap for today. We'll cover 1. The viral ACV phenomenon, 2. Debunking the probiotic myth, 3. The true role of acetic acid, 4. Examining weight loss claims, 5. Heartburn and skin myths, and finally, 6. How to use it safely. Let's jump right in. Section 1. The viral ACV phenomenon, a folk remedy with a PhD in virality. You know, the Times of India literally hit the nail on the head when they described apple cider vinegar as a folk remedy with a PhD in internet virality. People are dropping it into their morning water every single day for weight loss, clear skin, you name it. But here's the thing. Relying on poorly made commercial bottles or just using it chronically and undiluted, well, that can cause real documented harm in clinics. To really understand why, we first need to look at what is actually inside that bottle you might be drinking from. Section 2. Debunking the probiotic myth, the truth about the mother. It's time to completely shatter the incredibly popular claim that raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar acts as a daily probiotic. So what even is a probiotic? Well, according to the strict definition set by the World Health Organization and the Food and Agriculture Organization, a true probiotic requires live microorganisms that are administered in adequate, quantified amounts to confer a proven health benefit. It's a very specific, rigorous scientific standard. And guys, the contrast here is just stark. Standard probiotics give you quantified, viable strains with actual clinical evidence backing them up. Raw apple cider vinegar, on the other hand, contains what's famously known as the mother. This is basically a cloudy sediment of cellulose, yeast, and completely unstandardized bacteria. And because the final vinegar is incredibly acidic, we're talking a pH of roughly 2 to 3, there is absolutely no guarantee these microorganisms even survive, let alone exist in therapeutic quantities. So, to put it simply, it is literally not a probiotic. Section 3. The role of acetic acid, the true active ingredient. If we're ruling out probiotics, what is actually doing the work? Any real metabolic effects from apple cider vinegar come entirely from its primary chemical component. See, apple cider vinegar is a fermented product. The second stage of its fermentation uses bacteria to oxidize alcohol into acetic acid. The result is a liquid with roughly a 5% concentration of acetic acid. That right there is what gives the vinegar its incredibly sharp, pungent taste, and it is the true driver behind any physical changes in your body. So instead of acting like some friendly, magical probiotic, acetic acid physically alters your digestion. Clinical sources, including those reviewed by Bolt Pharmacy and Harvard Health, show that acetic acid slows down gastric emptying. That means food physically stays in your stomach for a longer time. It can also temporarily modify and block certain enzymes in your small intestine, which actually alters how you absorb starches, leading to a blunted post-meal blood sugar spike. But remember, and this is absolutely crucial, this isn't magic fat burning. It's literally just a mild chemical interference with your normal digestive speed. Section 4. Examining weight loss claims, what the clinical trials say. Let's see how that chemical interference actually translates to weight loss using direct evidence from a trial in the BMJ. In a clinical trial involving 120 young people who were overweight or obese, researchers tested daily doses of diluted apple cider vinegar. The group drinking the highest dose, which was 15 milliliters daily, first thing in the morning before food, did see modest drops in body weight, averaging a loss of 6 to 8 kilograms alongside a reduction in their BMI over a 12-week period. Now, you might be thinking, that sounds amazing, but hold on, you've got to read the fine print here. The researchers and experts heavily caution that this study was very small and relatively short-term. More importantly, and Harvard Health points this out too, the weight loss might just be an indirect result of that acetic acid we just talked about. Because it delays your gastric emptying, it can cause feelings of prolonged fullness, or honestly, in many cases, mild nausea. It simply makes people want to eat less. Again, it is not melting fat away, it is physically slowing down your digestion. Section 5. Heartburn and skin myths, the clinical dangers. We really need to shift gears here because recklessly treating apple cider vinegar as a harmless, natural cure-all has serious documented medical consequences. Let's look at heartburn. Millions of people claim a quick shot of vinegar cures their acid reflux, but Dr. Marcelo Campos at Harvard Health plainly states there is no research published in medical journals that addresses using raw apple cider vinegar to treat heartburn. In fact, pouring a highly acidic liquid down an already inflamed esophagus can actively worsen your esophageal irritation.
The clinical warnings are actually pretty severe. Applying it topically for skin conditions like dermatitis hasn't shown clinical benefit, but it absolutely has caused full-thickness chemical burns and skin necrosis. Taking daily undiluted shots, that can lead to irreversible tooth enamel erosion and severe throat burns. And high-volume internal use over time is linked to hypokalemia, which is a dangerous, life-threatening drop in potassium that can trigger muscle weakness and heart arrhythmias. Definitely not something to mess around with.
Section 6. How to use safely. Practical clinical guidance. At the end of the day, apple cider vinegar is an acid first and a remedy second. So if you are going to use it, you must protect your body. Step 1. Never drink it straight. Always dilute 1 to 2 tablespoons in a large glass of water. Step 2. To protect your teeth, drink it through a straw, immediately rinse your mouth with plain water, and wait at least an hour before brushing. Step 3. Never apply undiluted vinegar directly to your skin. And Step 4. Because it alters gastric emptying and potassium levels, you absolutely must consult a doctor if you're taking diabetes medications, diuretics, or blood pressure drugs, just to prevent any severe interactions. After peeling back the label, the reality is super clear. Apple cider vinegar isn't a magical probiotic, and its modest effects on digestion and weight come entirely from the harsh reality of acetic acid. So as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with this thought. Is your daily acidic habit actually backed by science and serving your health, or has it just been exceptionally good at going viral? Thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll touch you next time.